Hi, my name is Tanya and welcome to my small backyard vegetable garden here in central Victoria. I have once again harvested the pea straw off my central path there and put it over here where I am building up the soil for perennials and the walking onions. But let's first have a look at the seedlings and how they're going. The sunflowers are nearly too tall for this tub and I'm thinking I might plant them out. The calendula and cosmos have their second leaves. They are looking really good. I've got 3 pots of the calendula. These honeybee were the first tomatoes I sowed and they are now behind the tiny little ones that I grew last year, and I put them in these pots. The seeds I saved were stuck to the paper towel. It might have been a couple of weeks after I sowed the honeybee. The perennials are slow, but I do have some hollyhocks germinating. But today is all about getting these walking onions finally planted in this garden bed and a few other things sown. Now, like I said before, I harvested the path, the pea straw. It was all broken down and it had lots of worms in it. It was almost like a good compost at the bottom of it. And now I'm just going to put a few more things on it, some cow manure. I'm going to spread a light covering out. Underneath there was the pea straw, some mushroom compost that I had put across. This now builds up the level so that it is similar coming down the hill. The level of the soil did sink after we had 3 years of a lot of rain. I have some hollyhocks there and some echinops, and then moving down I'm going to put the walking onions in, and beside the walking onions I have some rainbow chard. I keep waiting for the purple asparagus. I thought it had shot. It wasn't. Now I am confused as to where I did plant them. I don't think they're up through the soil yet. I'm just going to make a quick top dress for my rhubarb that I planted through here. I had hoped to top dress it with compost out of my compost bins, but now the leaks are so big I am going to have trouble getting any compost out of the little front doors on the bins. So I'm just going to compost around them with some cow manure and mushroom compost for now, and that will keep them going. The new crowns that I planted have the covers over them. I took the covers off the other big ones, and one of the crowns that I moved is now flowering. Speaking of flowers, I have flowers coming on the apple trees. Not even all the leaves are out and I have flowers. I put a few little geraniums. I have this in my front garden and just broke off a few cuttings and stuck them in. I'm hoping that they'll just take off and just fill in some gaps. That is the giant Russian rhubarb. Now here's one tray of the walking onions. I still have another 2 trays. I don't want to put too many in because I'm not quite sure how they grow or how fast they're going to fill out this area. So I'm just going to start with 1 tray. It's been quite a warm day, but we are going to have some cool weather, so it is perfect time for getting these in the ground. The root system is well and truly ready for planting, and I am hoping that these go better than the onions that I planted earlier through winter. They have been quite disappointing. I will show you later on. A lot of them have got a flower coming up. I am hoping these will be less maintenance and will just sort of take care of themselves. And I'm very happy to have this little patch filled in. The Roma tomatoes I planted are doing really well. The bed is staying warm. So far they're squeezing into the jars overnight. And I actually moved the calendula that I was going to leave on the potting bench, and I've used this as a little bit of a heat mat, and they quickly started germinating. So that is making me very happy because I only have so much room on top of my gas hot water tank. And I am amazed at how big these spinach leaves are. The peas along the raspberry rail now have pods on them. It's so nice to see the green leaves on the raspberries, and I have flowers also. I am loving that I can put peas along this little balustrade here, and they get more shade than anywhere else in the garden, so they hopefully will continue on if Hunter leaves them alone long enough. I really need to get this other jute net up. I should have left throwing the seeds for the verbena in there until I got in there and sorted that out, but I'll just have to be really careful. They are the onions that have a flower coming up. And these are the lobelia that I sowed in the seed snails. I can't stop looking at these purple kohlrabi and the leaves that have come on these last 2 cauliflowers. I think they're going to be all leaves. I'm still waiting to see a cauliflower in there. Let's get on and get a few more things sown. I'm going to try to sow as many as I can tonight. The mozzies are so bad. It's the first night. Now it's warmer that I've felt so many mozzies outside. So I'm playing it careful. I do not want to be bitten. And I'm just going to get on and get these tomatoes sown. And I find these little tubs perfect with these pots. I can fit 5 in there and they're easy to carry around. I have one packet of seeds that only has a few in it, this indigo ruby, and I'll put all the seeds into this one pot, and the other two varieties I will sow up 2 pots of seeds, but I won't use all the seeds. This is the Dancing with Smurfs. I do not want a million tomatoes. I feel that I'm going to have far too many, and this is what is difficult about sowing your own. You want to make sure you have enough plants at the end, but you don't want to undersow. But I'm sure that I will be able to give them away if there is far too many. The tomatoes that I had sown a couple of weeks ago, I need to decide on whether I'm potting them up or putting them into seed snails. That needs to happen pretty soon, otherwise I will not be able to separate them. They were the ones that I sowed on the paper towel into pots, and I think every seed germinated. So I hope I have as good a success with these ones. Water that soil through. I have found having the coir on the bottom very good. It holds the moisture, but it doesn't make the bottom of the pots too damp and smelly. So I get the lid on those ones. They are the only ones I am putting in pots. I'm going to sow a couple of seed snails. As you can see, I'm swatting away mozzies. Hunter is very keen to get inside, and so am I, because I had forgotten about mozzies over winter. So I'm trying to do this fast and get them done. I do not want to put them off any longer. I'm trying to keep sowing, not forget, then realize that too much time has passed. Trying to sow a few things every week and be mindful of the amount of tubs that I have. And I think that's what I need to do, is concentrate on moving a few things out of the tubs, maybe into the garden bed, like the sunflowers and the orange flash calendula, so that I can move things on into the open top. I have a tub that has the lid on overnight. They come out into the sun. And then I have a tub that doesn't have a lid, and I just put gauze over that so that they are sort of hardening off. And that's what the sunflowers, the cosmos, and the calendula are in. We have a few cool days coming up, so if I'm going to get anything planted out, that is going to be the time to do it. Today was quite warm, and the next couple of days are going to be warm, and then the following week is going to be cooler. I am going to put them here and see if they will germinate here. The straw flowers and the echinacea. And Hunter is helping himself to the snow peas along here. This bed is still sitting at 20 degrees. I am hoping that by the time the temperature in the bed starts dropping, that it'll be further along enough in the month that the soil temperature will be rising. He is very keen for snow peas, and he does like them picked for him as well. These sugar snap peas do have a bit more body to them, so they are probably easier for him to eat. There have been so many pods, we are picking them, and extra ones are going into the kitchen finally, and a lot of the sugar snap, they are all now podding as well. Hunter has had his fill of peas. We are heading inside. There is so many mozzies. It's not very nice being out here.